All right, friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. Depending on the time that you are seeing this video. Thanks for tuning in to Football 3CGH. Thanks for liking. Thanks for your continuous sharing and subscription. Thank you for giving us your viewership and listenership as our channel went by day. If you are yet to join this family, I would implore you to tap on the bell button, subscribe to become a part of the family, and keep the viewing train going on by sharing this video for a friend to also get the opportunity to watch it. So let's straight up zooming into today's topics. So today, Kumasi Asante Kotoko has decided that 12 isn't enough, and so they will have to augment their squad by bringing in you guys. That's what you're going to talk about today. Currently, in the ongoing Galka Top 4, surprisingly, Kumasi Asante Kotoko are last on the table with no points after 2 games. We know that in their first game, they were beaten by defending champions of the Ghana Premier League, BBN Gold Stars, by 2-1. And then the second game that came up last Friday at University of Ghana Sports Complex. Hearts of Lions beat Kumasi Asante Kotoko by a lone goal to nil. And so in 2 games, Kotoko has 0 points. Tomorrow, Sunday, today, Sunday, they are meeting Accra rivals, Accra House of Folk, in their last game in their Galka Top 4. But then what we all know is that Kumasi Asante Kotoko is out of the chase for that trophy. It's now in the hands of the remaining 3 clubs. In lead is BBN Gold Stars with 5 points, Accra House of Folk with 4 points, and Pando Heart of Lions with 3 points. Kotoko's preseason hadn't been bad. In fact, they started their mini preseason at their training grounds in Adakojachi before leaving for Cape Coast 2 weeks ago. They've played a host of friendly matches. Their last 2 against Ibusuan Dwarfs and Vipers, winning by 1-0 and 3-0 respectively, before leaving for Accra to play in the Galka Top 4. But then I don't know what has gone south. I don't know how the team has become bad overnight, to the extent that even building from the back has become a problem, even connecting 2-3 passes has become a problem, and even finding it very difficult to locate the team shape on the field of play. But then pre-seasons are for corrections. Pre-seasons are there to try new things, augment your squad, and then you try to make experiments with your squad. I'm not saying based on their preseason performance, their season is going to be gloomy, bad, and disastrous. I'm not saying that. I've seen Mauricio Pochettino beat everybody in his preseason game, get into the league proper, and fumbles to a 6th position. And so, preseasons are there to test you and to help you make corrections. But that of Kumasi Asante Kotoko has been lackluster. It has been bad, and the team is shapeless, amorphous, and without form. They have already signed 12 new players, and today I'm bringing to your known that Kumasi Asante Kotoko are going to add at least 4 players to their squad. He was supposed to be Kotoko's first signing, Walid Neymar-Fuseni, formerly of Inswaterman, winger, quite tricky, a magician of the ball, a magician in the field of play. But then, we don't know how he didn't sign the contract. There was a back and forth with Kotoko's IMC. Walid insisted on a 2-year deal, Kotoko's management requesting of him to sign a 3-year deal. Walid would leave his contract, go to South Africa because he favored the move to TS Galaxy. We don't know what happened in South Africa, but a fortnight ago, Walid Neymar-Fuseni came back to Ghana, sent apologies to the management or the IMC of Kotoko, sent some to the coach, Karim Zito, played in with him, asking of their forgiveness, and then calling on them to take him back like the prodigal son. With the look of things, with injury to Peter Midwalker, and with little to no trust in Johnson Osupepa, and the kind of football Kotoko is playing now, they have decided to sign Wale Neymar Husseini. And so Wale Neymar Husseini has had his medical. I mean, he has agreed now to sign a 3-year deal with Kumasi Asante Kotoko and become a new player for them. And so someone keep on asking, why would you accept someone who rejected you? But then when the need arises and when you think the person is still important to the project that you're building, you let bygones be bygones. You don't try to, plot hatchets against each other. You try to bury all hatchets, and then you live amicably with all persons. And so Wale Neymar Husseini has had his medicals done and will put pen to paper to sign a 3-year contract with Kumasi Asante Kotoko. One area that I wasn't expecting Kumasi Asante Kotoko to make augmentations or to add up was their defense. When you go to the left back, we have Patrick Esiedu, there is Francis Sakwa, there is Joseph Amwa, Inusa, but then he's been favored for the left wing position. At right back, Lord Amwa, because of injuries, not that much trusted. In comes Saiwobu Aka, very good guy. Centre back, Kotoko last season had 3. So Sambo Enel, Henry Ansu, Joseph Ablo. We know Ablo has been fighting with injuries, and so there was a need to sign another centre back. Then Kotoko bought Zakaria Husseini, quite experienced, has lots of leadership qualities under his belt. So that's it. That seizes it. But Kumasi Asante Kotoko has gone into the market to sign Musa Hamzata, formerly of Accra Lions. I don't know the thinking behind that signing. I don't know what went into that signing, because already lots of fans are complaining of the absence of Zakaria Husseini. They think that the Zakaria Husseini Sambo Nel partnership they saw against House of Folk in the President's Cup was better than the Henry Elsu Sambo Nel partnership they've been seeing. Not least, Henry Elsu gave out that cheap goal against BBN Gold Stars. And so I don't know why you have Henry Elsu, Sambo Nel, Joseph Ablo haven't signed Zakaria Husseini. You go back into the market to sign a new centre back. But Kumasi Asante Kotoko doing Kumasi Asante Kotoko things have signed another centre back in Musa Hamzata. Tall, lanky, quite young, experienced, having played 50 matches in the last 2 seasons, and so he's ever present. He's stalwart. He defends well. He has 3 goals in the last 2 seasons, and so he adds a bit of danger in the zone 18 or getting into the box of the opponent whenever there is a set piece. But then I would have preferred a move for a winger, productive, or an attacking midfielder to a centre back. But then Kumasi Asante Kotoko, knowing their own challenges and mapping up a technical and tactical strategy, has decided to sign Musa Hamzata, formerly of Accra Lions. From Samba Academy, having had trials at Wolverhampton Wanderers, having had invitation to Middlesbrough, another player that Kumasi Asante Kotoko is chasing, Lord Listo Ohene. Lord Listo Ohene from Samba City Academy, because Samba City has this connection with European or say British clubs. They have a player at Chelsea's youth team who was signed last year, and so Lolly he also had the opportunity to make trials at Wolverhampton and Middlesbrough. Kumasi Asante Kotoko are in an advanced stage of negotiations to make Lord Listo Ohene also another signing. He's young. He's had experiences outside of Ghana football, and so they think that with a resale value but that's high on him, and with the kind of exposure he's gotten, he would help the squad going forward, whether to build their team depth, whether to add up as a squad player, or whether to be a part of his team to add a skin to him and sell him for money in the near future. Kotoko have their own plans, and then Lord Listo Ohene is part. 2 months ago, Frank Amankwa was a BBN Gold Stars player. His management had poached him to Kumasi Asante Kotoko. The Kotoko technical team had rejected him, even though some members of the IMC thought Frank Amankwa was needed. Frank Amankwa is now a player of Bechem United. he has signed a 2-year deal. After signing the contract, then Kotoko realizes that they would need the services of Frank Amankwa. I don't know whether they thought the guy was going to be clubless, unattached, and free agent forever. A player had approached you through his intermediaries 2 months ago. You had told him you wouldn't need his services. He has favored move to another club, and now Kotoko starts making moves. I don't know whether to call it a panic call, a panic assessment, a panic buy that they wanted to make, or sort of, I'm still trying to get words out of it and get meanings out of it. But then the simplest answer from the camp of Frank Amankwa is that he is no more unattached. He's now a player of the team United. He has signed a 2-year deal, and so he cannot negotiate with Kotoko. And so Frank Amankwa's proposed move to Kotoko, which was given a miscarriage 2 months ago, Kotoko had wanted to add flesh to those dry bones, but then the dry bones have already been given a new flesh, a new body by a new club, Bechem United, and so Frank Amankwa cannot join Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So what I can confirm to you now is that 3 players are done with medicals on Friday at the University of Ghana Sports Complex. All 3 had done in a Kotoko shirt, bearing Wali Nima Fuseni, who was on his way to Kumasi. So Musa Hamzata, formerly of Accra Lions, Lord Listo Wahene, and Wali Nima Fuseni. All 3 have completed medicals, and they will sign join Kumasi Asante Kotoko as their new signees, which will take Kotoko signees to 15. And they are not done yet. Until you hear that the Ghana Premier League transfer is done, Kotoko are still on the market. And if nothing changes and they go ahead and lose to Accra House of Folk in their last game in the Ghana Top 4, there will be lots of panic calls, lots of panicking, lots of panic meetings, and then they will further go on the market. Mind you, they were chasing Godfred Aban. Godfred Aban has joined Karela. They were chasing Derek Fojo. He was deemed too pricey and too expensive, and so they are still on the market. And when they get an alert that there is a productive winger somewhere that they think falls within their budget, Kumasi Asante Kotoko wouldn't give it a chance. They will pounce on it and make it their own. So this has been my bulletin on Kotoko's 3 new signings that are done, with all players having completed their medicals and having put pen to paper, awaiting Kotoko's official announcement and unveiling. Thanks for tuning in to watch. Thanks for doing the sharing. Thanks for dropping your thoughts in the comment section. Do well to subscribe, become a part of the Football 360GH family, and let's sail to 900,000 and over. It's always been a pleasure doing this video, and I don't take your viewership for granted. Thank you, and see you in our next video. Bye bye.